Hello and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Wurkkos TS10 Max. It's an 18650 powered, high output, compact, everyday carry flashlight. It includes Aunduril 2.0 user interface and RGB secondaries. So you can find this retailing on Amazon for $45.99, but Wurkkos, Sofern, those companies, they tend to have sales all the time. This had a sale coupon, 25% off, bringing the price down to $34.50. Hopefully that price is the same. All of this light linked down below in the affiliate section. You want to check it out, support the channel, pick one up, get yourself something pretty amazing. I like this. So let's check it out, the Wurkkos. Now somebody mentioned this TS10 Max to me, and I hadn't really looked into it because I have the TS10. I thought it was the same thing, just, high output, but no, it's different. It's 18650. The TS10 is 14500, so I'll show it to you in a second. So I was surprised when I was looking at this. I'm like, this is neat. This has got a 18650, so yeah. So Max 2500 lumens, we'll talk about that. I don't know. I think companies are getting a little carried away with max lumens because it's not very usable, but we'll talk about it. Thorough, 157 meters, so definitely inspection light. It makes a great inspection light. Yep, there you go, TS10 Max. On the back here, we got some basic things now, of course, with the Aunduril 2.0 interface. If you know anything about it, it's pretty advanced. So they have a basic and advanced, and we're just going to go over the basic features. We're not going to really get into too much of the advanced stuff, but here's your steps. They call them different things instead of like moon or turbo. They call them like A1 and H8. Now, I might be using the term turbo, medium, high, low, just because you guys know that. It's just easier. But if it matches up here with A1 or D4, I'll mention the letters as well. You got a low standby current. So yeah, there's different things that works on 18650, protect the button top, but you can also use flat tops. But the problem with that is that you might, if you forget, take the battery out, you could run it past its voltage, because I don't think it has voltage protection. So that relies on the battery to have that. So definitely worth using protected button tops in this one. All right, so and I think here you go. So information is 5198 is the Nichia LED, which is a really nice one. I like those, the brand. They look great. They look good all the time. High CRI and nice color temperatures too. So, all right, let's take everything out of the box, which I did, and show you what you get. So in the box, we get to start to show the TS10 Max. Now this is really nice. The really cool thing is it's sleek, definitely nice carry feel. There's no knurling on it whatsoever. You rely on your belt clip, which I didn't install on mine yet because I actually like a loose flashlight like this. This is a great backup light. I mean, I'm liking this to my normal walking light. This would be nice to have. A little step up from a 14500 or AA powered flashlight, but not much bigger. So yeah, very nice in the hand. So compact for 18650. What's the length of the battery? Sweet. So we get our awesome flashlight. I gotta put this away so it'll roll away. Here we go. We get an interesting cable. C to C. Yeah, USB-C to USB-C. Nice. You don't see that every day. Cool. And then we get the belt clip. Pretty neat belt clip. I do mention later in the video, which you'll see if you fast forward. But my likes and dislikes. I wish this was black. I'll probably mention it again, but yeah, that would be cool if that was black. If Wurkkos is watching that, it just doesn't match. It should be black. I don't know, it's just me. Here we are, lanyard. There's no lanyard hook point. It's on the belt clip. So I thought I'd mention it since we won't be going back to this probably. 2 extra O-rings. Sweet, that's always nice. And then we get the user manual, which we'll go over really quick. Illustration. There's some information there for you guys. And a little blurb about some of the run times you can expect at those different steppings. Now this has a ramp mode too, which is pretty amazing. I'll try to cover most of this. I might miss something depending how long this video goes, but there you go. If I miss anything, it's right there, pretty much all of it. I think that's foreign language. Okay, going over here is how to use the light, so you can freeze frame it if you can. Hopefully that you can read that. I'll try to cover most of those things again. If I miss something, there you go. And then you have the real fancy Aunduril 2.0. I don't think it shows up very well on this instruction manual. Let's see if it does. So if we go up close, this is the simple mode right here. Contact information if you need it. Up on top there. So there's the basic things. 1C means one click. 1H means click and hold. 2C means click, click. You see, you get the idea. 2H is 2 clicks and then hold. That's what that means. So yeah, there you go. It's kind of in a nutshell how to run the light. And then Anduril 2.0 adds all that fun stuff that you can't even read. So I took and I blew it up a little bit. So I don't know if this is going to be any difference or not. But yeah, we'll just kind of scroll from one side to the other. So when you're in Lockout, you have certain things you can do. But we're not going to cover all that. We're just showing this for posterity. In case you can't find this online. There might become a point 5-10 years down the road, you have this light and you want to know how to use it, and you can't find the instructions. Well, here it is for posterity for the future. And I think over here is how to configure some things too as well. So pretty neat stuff. Okay, that's 2.0 in a nutshell. Yeah, we'll be keeping it simple here. All right, great. Let's go over to the light real quick. And yeah, have some fun. So I'm going to zoom this on down, go over to dimensions, do a size comparison. So for dimensions, it is compact. 3 3/4 inches or 93 millimeters in length. That is compact. Head diameter and tail diameter are near 1 inch at 26 millimeters each. So they're identical, which makes it pocket friendly. I like that. So for a size comparison, we're going to bring out a through night AA powered light. So I get this guy to stay Wurkkos. Here's the through night Saber. This is AA powered or 14500 cell included, and it's the same length as the Wurkkos TS10 Max. Holy cow! I didn't do that. I didn't do this comparison until now, so that's pretty crazy. AA battery, okay, cool. Here is a flat top 18650, which this light will run on. I just mentioned though, you'd have to take the battery out just to make sure you don't run it too far down on voltage. Though this does have a voltage warning in case I forget to mention. Then the standard 18650, which looks like I'm gonna have to raise the camera up here. Let's raise it up. There, get the whole thing into frame. This is what I usually carry. So this, like I said, makes a great backup. That's 18650. Sweet. Look at that. I love it. You can go, of course, high capacity. They give you a 3000 milliamp hour to start, so rock on. Okay, great. So let's, yeah, definitely go over features of this little bad boy. Going back on downtown. All right, cool. So looking at it right away, weight-wise, this says 50 grams. I believe that's without the battery, because the batteries weigh about 40 grams. I can't imagine this flashlight weighs just 10 grams by itself. It's not that light. They say 50 grams. So take it as you can. I'm going to say it's without battery. I don't have a scale, so that's a thing. So features on this bad boy. So front, we have a glass lens. Protects our LEDs. Nice. Very cool. I didn't see any coatings. So if you guys are wondering, I didn't see any anti-reflective coating there. You can see my fingerprint where I touched it. Nice. Man. There we go. But anyway, you can see we got some LEDs happening. Quite a few of them. So we got 3 main Nichia 519As. The color temperature was 5000 K that you saw in the box. And a CRI of 95 plus. So this thing renders colors really cool. I love it. It looks fantastic in person. Using it for daily use, again, for inspection around the house, basic work, it's fantastic. Having Nichia, they're just great LEDs, by the way. A good investment. I think most of you will agree that have a light like this. Optics are TIR optics, total internal reflection optics, which provide a nice beam angle. They say 10% spot and a flood of 31%. So, or not percent, I'm saying wrong. 10%, 10 degree center, and the flood of 31 degree. Rockin', I'll get it right. So yeah, turn it on here just to show you what those look like. Yeah, let's just step this down here. Whoop. All right, turned it off by mistake. So you can actually one and hold to turn on low mode. That's sweet. So there's our 3 LEDs in action. Then when you turn it off, you got those secondaries telling you something's going on. I don't know what the violet thing. I think it means everything's okay, and I'm turning off. So that's pretty cool. Now they say there's 3 RGB LEDs in there, and I count 6, but I think they're just reflecting. So let's put it in lockout. Sorry if I flashed you there. Okay, so it's going to go into lockout mode, I believe. We should be able to see our secondaries. So if you look at there, you can see the RGB secondaries. You can change the color tint, which I'll show you. But it looks like there's 6, but they say there's 3. So what do you think? Reflecting, maybe? Now, positioning, they all look pretty well positioned, except for this one here. It looks like it's not positioned as good as these other 2 sides. Not a big deal, but if those little things bother you, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. But you can change this. This is nice. This is in a lock mode, so you can adjust what's displayed in a lock mode for your secondaries. Also, you can, when in standby, so you want it as a battery or flashlight finder as well. So let's go ahead and just exit this lock mode. Don't know if I did that right. I guess I did. All right, great. So I think, there we go, just step it down. Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. So our typical body here is your aircraft grade 6061 aluminum alloy, pretty basic, with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. Wonderful spot for the belt clip right here. Again, smooth texture, no knurling here. No cooling fins, really, so when you go to turbo, it doesn't last long. It throttles, and you'll see that when I show you the video. Metal tail switch, fantastic. This will actuate everything, and I'll, again, go through that with you. And then the battery is a 3000 milliamp hour protected button top with a USB-C connection. I'll show it to you real quick here, and then we'll get to showing you this thing in action. So there you go. Here's our battery, protected button top. There's your Type-C interface. Everything's right there. So you do have to take the battery out to charge it. Not a big deal for me. I mean, with these lights, I'm not using them and dumping the batteries too often. Okay, on camera. These are square threads. These usually grab pretty tight. This is just tight fitting. It's a big battery because like I said, the flat top works in there perfectly with no, it doesn't wiggle or nothing because there's a spring on the base and a spring on the top. And both ends come off, by the way. So we got the top, and of course you can unscrew from the bottom as well. So you have that if you want to do like a lockout where it's a mechanical lockout. You can turn the tail as well. Hopefully it doesn't reset. Otherwise I got to play around with it. Okay, it does have mode memory. Great. It's working. It's a fantastic light. I love it. There's so much to cover too. Yeah, so it has a reverse polarity protection, temperature regulation, which you'll see outside. When I did an outside video, low voltage warning, so that's good if you're using flat tops in there. Yeah. So the tail switch is cool. It does quite a bit. It's recessed, and this will tail stand. So that is a nice thing to have. Having that tail stand, and it's recessed in there, if you can see that. And it's metal, so it's going to last. That's what I like. Single click on, single click off. Remembers mode memory, and it does this flashing. This is like a violet light. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that means that everything's good. I'm guessing that means everything's great when it does that. So remembers last mode, normal mode of A1 through G7, which is pretty much that moon to high. So if I press it, it'll cycle 7 steps. Press it again, it'll cycle down. Press it again, cycles up. Now, if you don't want to go all the way up to the top again, just 1 and hold. Sorry. So to go down, let me just show you here. So we want to hit it again, go down. I believe it's 1 and hold. So click, hold. There we go. So click, hold. Yeah. So that's really nice. Again, you'll have to practice with that a little bit to cycle. Okay, it's actually 2 clicks hold, so I was just counting wrong. So it's to cycle down instead of just going up is 1, 2 hold. So that's nice. Keep going down. So then you get to your low mode without having to cycle to the top brightness. Get my color rendition back. Sweet. So that's it. Yeah, just go up and down. And it remembers it when you turn it on and off. Remembers your last mode. It's beautiful. Mode memory is a fantastic thing to have. There also is quite a few extra things here, so let's go ahead. So the flashlight has to be on to access turbo, so 2 clicks to access turbo. Now we're right at turbo. It does throttle fast, which is unfortunate. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Also, if you want to access ramping mode from on, it's 3 clicks. 1, 2, 3. And now it's just a little confirmation flash. And when I press the tail, hold it, it'll cycle up, press and hold again, cycle down. And then I think if you double click and hold, it'll cycle down. Yeah, so you get it really dim. That's the cool thing about this light. With the on ramping mode, it goes all the way to the lowest setting. It's not even advertised. It has an ultra low setting, which has no runtime or anything, but it's there. So let's see if I can go all the way down. So that's it right there. It doesn't even light up anything. You can barely see it flickering on my fingers there. Look at that. It's like sub-lumen territory. I don't know what that is, like a third of a lumen or something. Yeah, it's got to run for months. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I keep going here, but there's a lot to cover. So yeah, it is a very cool flashlight. So we've done the ramping. Probably should put it back on, whoops, it's starting out in that really low mode. Wow. Let's put it back to step mode. 1, 2, 3. Now we're on step mode. Yay. I like step mode. It's just easier when I go to demo it too. We're going to do a quick desktop demo. Now the cool thing is from off, 3 clicks and hold to access the strobe modes. So from off, we go 1, 2, 3, hold. And then we got the different modes. So here we got a candle mode, which you can adjust the brightness by pressing and holding the tail switch. So we can adjust the candle to be nice and bright. And then we can go down and have the candle mode nice and dim. But we're going to kind of go into medium so you can see what's going on. There we go. If you can't handle flashing lights, look away. And just cycle through the strobe modes, just double click. Party strobe, bike flasher. That one was bike flasher. This is party mode. Next one's tactical. Whoops, which I just turned off. Darn it. You did 1, 2, 3, hold. There we go. Okay, remember the last strobe mode used. Nice. 1, 2. This is tactical strobe. Wow, it's really bright. It's doing turbo, I think. H8. And then we're going to go ahead and double tap again. And now it's doing a police flasher. Red and blue. RGB. Awesome. And then double tap again. And now we're in lightning. I like the lightning. It's just, that's a cool one. Yeah, it'll just like go nuts. Let's see if it'll do that. There we go. Yeah, like lightning strikes. That is so cool. All right, I guess we'll just turn that off. All right, so we're almost done going over the UI. And this is the basic UI too, guys. It's amazing. So, got the strobe modes. There's a battery check. So, from off, 3 clicks to access the battery check. So, you just click it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. No holding. And it's going to flash the voltage. So, let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So 4.2 volts. That's how you read that. So it's kind of like almost like a little mini SOS, but it's doing numbers. Flashing 4 times, pausing, so you get the second digit. So 4.2 volts. That's really cool. And I think the color corresponds with the battery level. So if the battery level is lower, it might be flashing red. Something to keep in mind. So this is automatic. You can't change that color. That's just part of the setup there. So yeah, it's fun. So you have a lockout mode, which is 4 from off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're locked out, and it goes into standby mode. And then for standby, I put my secondaries as red, and you can change that. So to change it, 7 clicks, and I think it's 7 clicks. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can change the what they're doing. So right now they're flashing the secondaries. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can turn them off. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I think yeah, there they are. They're low, really low. So you can do it as like a finder. Okay. You gotta count. So 7 clicks. Okay, there we go. Now we're back up to normal. Now if you want to change the color, it's 7 clicks and hold. So we're going to go ahead and show you the colors real quick, and then we'll go to the outdoors and see what this thing could do, and then do some final thoughts probably. Benchtop demo, maybe, but we'll go. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and show you the colors. So 7 and hold. So let me see if I can do this on camera. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. We're going to cycle the colors. Very cool, and you can stop whatever color you want to be on, or flashing. That's pretty awesome, the different flashers it has. So yeah, I prefer red, but we can do a different color here just for the sake of I like some of these colors, they're pretty neat. The flashing is fun. I'm gonna go with, we'll go with the green. Green looks cool. There we go. And I wish you could control the intensity of this. You cannot. I would like to make that brighter, make it more like a usable secondary. That would be nice. But so we're in lockout mode. To get out of lockout mode, 1, 2, 3. Now we're in lockout. While you're in lockout though, 1, 2, 3, 4, you do have your access to the 2 moon modes, ultra low and then the regular moon mode. So you just press and hold, and I believe this is the ultra low. And then if you do 2 and hold, you got the normal moon mode, which is 1 lumen. Yeah. Woohoo! All right. So let's head to the garage real quick, show this light in action, come back, and probably just go over final thoughts. All righty. Go check that out. Here I am in the garage, 15 feet away from the garage door. Lights on turbo or H8. This is 2500 lumens. It throttles quick, and you'll see that in the video after this. Really fast. Expect a total runtime of 3 3/4 hours after it throttles down, probably to 135 lumens, I'm guessing, because it gets dim, like all the way down to like a medium low setting. And a total throw when it's on turbo at 157 meters. Now we're on F6 or medium high, I like to call it. 900 lumens, which is pretty intense. It throttles as well. Expect a total runtime of 5 hours and a throw of 97 meters. Now we're on medium or D4. This is 135 lumens. This is a good mode to use all around the house. Expect a total runtime of 9 3/4 hours with no throttling and a throw of 39 meters. Now we're on low B2. This is 10 lumens. Expect a runtime of 270 hours and a throw of 9 meters. 10 lumens is great for around a small area. Now my last picture, if you can make it out, this is moon mode. It's 1 lumen. They say it'll run 840 hours in this mode and a throw of 3 meters. I actually can see with this in the dark. It was nice. Though remember this light has ultra low as well, though I don't know how useful that ultra low is. So let's head outdoors where I took this flashlight on turbo, and you can see just how quickly it goes from high intensity to low intensity. But it does do a decent job at illuminating your surroundings, but it's not meant to run more than, say, 10-15 seconds before it starts to want to throttle. So let's go look at that. Okay, I'm outside with the Wurkkos TS10 Max. We're going to go to turbo, 2500 lumens, with a throw of about 157 meters. Expected to be pretty short distance. Archway there is 30 feet. Tree behind it's 50 feet. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. I can see it clearly. Tree across from there is 40 feet. And then going down range is a tree about 100 feet. So pretty much not picking up much except for my immediate surroundings. And the light's starting to throttle right now. It's dimming on its own. So that's quick turbo. I hope you enjoyed that. It's awesome. So we're just going to jump right to final thoughts for the TS10 Max because doing a benchtop demo isn't really going to show a whole lot with this light. Yeah, I'm not going to go into all that detail, but the big one is RFI. If you're going to use this around radios, I have a radio channel here, and we'll do a demo with that real quick. Here's my Skywave 2.
This is the one, and it's apropos that it's the final game. This is the one that I'm looking forward to most.
Oh, no doubt about it, man. And Georgia's obviously been playing well. I think they're going to be playing even better now that they don't have their quarterback in Carson.
You know what? We're turning lights off.
The rest of their team. Notre Dame's been playing
just so you can see what the radio looks like.
Ever since they took that loss, unfortunate for them. They had a chance to go to undefeated this year. But I like Notre Dame in this one, man. I like Notre Dame big time in this one because of their offense.
And that is the Sugar Bowl, 8:45 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and right here on ESPN Radio. Those are our 4 college football playoff.
Okay, cool. Hopefully that gives you an idea. Now, if you heard, it has a lot of RFI as you go to medium to high modes, but the low modes, like this right here, the moon, is absolutely fine. And 1 lumen is great for lighting up a small radio. It didn't give off too much RFI at this mode. So, yeah, you can definitely use this or even the lower one. Yeah, we have to go back to lock mode. So that's, turn it off. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, lock it out. And then we'll just press and hold. There's our ultra low. So yeah, ultra low, it has to be really dark for you to see that. I guess you can make out stuff, but it's, yeah, that's ultra low. It's barely lighting things up. Wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess I did a demo. Didn't expect to, but that's a good demo. Whoops, turning it back on. Yeah, I want to hear what they're saying. So the Wurkkos, yeah, this green's pretty cool. Guess I'll just leave that on. That lockout mode is sweet. All right, so final thoughts. Likes on this flashlight. What do I like about it? Right away, compact size. Dude, it's awesome. I just love that. Dudes, or dudettes, I should say that. Compact size. I mean, yeah, I don't think I showed you this, but here's the little TS10 with the 14500. So if you're wondering for size comparison, I forgot to bring that little dude out. There it is. Yeah, it says secondaries as well. I don't know if they're engaged. Yeah, this one has secondaries. I think it's on flash mode, yeah. This one only has red, so you had to choose the color you wanted. This one here has RGBs. This just has red LEDs. So that was the thing. You had blue or red. You had to order it and know what you wanted. So I just went with the red. So anyway, but yeah, totally worth the upgrade to the max. Get the max. I'm going to go ahead and just set that aside. So yeah, what else do I like about this? The Aunduril 2.0, of course. If you're used to it, you love it. The high CRI Nichia LEDs are fantastic on here. Great beam pattern. I love it. I like the ramp mode. It remembers the setting you have. The cool thing about ramp mode, I forgot to mention, if you're on turbo, it'll remember turbo. If you're on H8, if you're all the way up at the top of the ramp, which is turbo, you'll have that, which is amazing. Beam pattern I went over. Of course, these RGB secondaries are fantastic. I absolutely love that. I think that's just the coolest thing to have. Or in lockout mode. So engaging the really low light. Yeah. So I can just do 1, 2, 3 and kill that. So now when it goes into standby, we have no secondaries. All right, great. I love the secondaries. I think that's neat that you can change the color. I do like the fact that we'll run on flat tops. So if you are a fan of flat tops and you use these like crazy and you're really careful with not leaving them in there and undervolting them, taking it too far down, go ahead and use them. They work. They work great. As long as they can handle the output, I think they'll be able to because this flashlight just throttles so quickly. But yeah, that's the way to go. Okay, so dislikes and wants. Ability to increase the secondary brightness. I mentioned that because I think it would be cool to increase the brightness of, like, say, the red. I would like a little more intensity. That would be awesome. Don't know if they can do that or not, but possible. I hope they can in the future. That'd be nice. The belt clip being black, that's just a little thing I said mention again. No biggie there. So, yeah, that's about it for dislikes and wants. I love this flashlight. I think it's amazing. So, yeah, you can kind of guess what my overall opinion is going to be. So, yeah, I give it a recommended buy for sure. This is an excellent compact 18650 inspection flashlight when it's on sale for $35. Get yourself one and have a great time. That's all I got to say about the Wurkkos TS10 Max. It's a Max for a reason. It did a great job with this one. I'm really happy. So if you stay through the video, you guys rock. If you like Wurkkos and you want to see more, subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future videos and deals. I always put deals there. Once in a while, I'll throw a flashlight there, mainly radios, but every so often I'll throw a flashlight that's kick butt like this. And of course, 3, comment below. What you think about the Wurkkos TS10 Max? Do you own one? Do you like it? Do you have your little baby TS10? You like this so much, you wanted the Max version, the 18650 version. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm glad I got this 8650 version because it's not that much larger and it's definitely the same size as my backup through night here. So yeah, beautiful. All right, thanks for watching. You guys take care and we'll see you in my next awesome video.